Hi, George here for Whiskey Wednesday. This week, to kick off a little bourbon mini-series as per request of a viewer, going to jump into a bottle of Eagle Rare 10-year single barrel. Now, I really enjoyed what we did with the video last week with the Ommegang Take the Black Stout, where opened the bottle on camera, hadn't had any before, and just talked about it as we had it. A little different in this because as you can see behind the wrapper here, I have had it before. It's been a little while, so it's still a little fresh. So I will pop this right now and see what I think as we go. Right off the bat, you can tell definitely has been aged for a little while. Very caramely in color. I don't believe there's any caramel coloring though. It's caramely amber. Very nice to look at. Let's see if we can get a little light behind that for you. Let's see. On the nose, very sweet. A lot of that corn, signature corn sweetness. A lot of vanilla from the oak. Not too woody, not too smoky, but it's definitely there. It's got some of in the back, there's a little rye spiciness because I'm almost positive that there's going to be a little rye in this mash bill based on the nose. A little bit of honey along with that. All in all, great on the nose. Up front, pretty sweet on the palate. Rounds out in the back to be a little spicier. It's definitely rye in the mash bill, but the rye in the mash bill is pretty well reined in because I think there's going to be some barley in there too. But the corn really, of course, bourbon is at least 51% corn, or else it can't be called bourbon. So it's definitely got a lot of that sweetness, a bit of vanilla in there. A little spicy, as I said. A lot more of the oak notes on the palate than on the nose. It's got that bourbon sweetness, but with everything else going on, it's really well-rounded. And with the extended aging for the bourbon, 10 years is a long time. It's really well held together. Well-balanced, well-rounded. It's not too much of one thing and not too little of another. The finish is very warm, tingly. You do get a little of that burn going down, but not the unpleasant, painful burn, but that warming, welcoming, signature bourbon burn. Let's see. You get a lot more of the wood notes on the finish. Getting a lot of that oak. Definitely exact signatures of a new American oak cask. Vanilla, the smokiness. A lot of that woodsy feel to it. Very enjoyable whiskey all around. Pretty inexpensive too, especially for a single barrel. I believe this bottle was $29.99. Which for a 10-year single barrel is crazy, crazy cheap. However, I would not say the whiskey in this bottle is cheap. Of course, it may not stand up to some of the highest of shelved single barrels out there, but it's definitely a competitor for a lot of the middle-ranged ones. Real good stuff here. Highly recommend a bottle in your collection, especially because you can't go wrong with the price. for a great single barrel. I'm actually trying to think of any other single barrels out there that are actually as good as this within $15 of it, and I cannot think of a single one. This stuff is absolutely fantastic. And there's a nice little wrapping paper on it. Well, let's take that off and take a look at the actual bottle real quick before we get out of here. Really nice looking bottle here. Take a look there. Alright, well, great bottle. Happy Whiskey Wednesday. Look forward to having our little bourbon series kicking off. Not sure which bourbons we're going to be doing just yet. Probably some more interesting ones, some standard ones, some more interesting ones. But we'll see. It's not planned, it's just we're doing bourbon. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe, check out justonedram.com, all that good social media nonsense, sharing, liking, what have you. Have a great day. Cheers.